Here's what you'll walk away with by the end of this video. A cold email structure that gets replies. A story-based personalization tactic that 99% of job seekers never use. A template you can deploy instantly. And the biggest cold email mistakes that silently kills opportunities. This video is a must-watch if you are serious about landing opportunities without applying for hundreds of jobs. Which brings us to our first Lego brick. Brick number 1. Identify the right person. Well, most people send cold emails to info@company.com. So let me give a brick you need. Find the person who owns the problem you solve. For example, designer, head of creative, analyst, director of data, marketeer, demand, general manager, or growth head. Go to LinkedIn, search the company, find the exact person. Check the company's website, look at team, leadership, or about us. Use industry directories, databases that list professionals by job role or industry. This is how you avoid sending a cold email into a void and instead send it directly to the decision maker. This step alone raises your reply rate by 300%. Brick number 2. Begin with why you reached out. 90% of cold emails fail because job seekers start with, "Hi, my name is." Viewers hate the backstory. Recruiters do too. When you start with their world instead of yours, you hand the recruiter the first Lego brick of trust. For example, your recent launch of XYZ caught my attention. I saw your post on LinkedIn about your team scaling. I noticed your company is hiring for a new data initiative. And without credibility, my friend, every brick that you add afterward will eventually collapse. Brick number 3. Make a small request. Most people ask for a job in the first email, which is like proposing marriage on the first date. I did not just say that, but never mind. I mean, instead, your ask should be small. Could I ask a 2-minute question? Could you point me to the right person? Would you mind if I shared one idea I had? Small requests is equal to higher reply rates as they are easy to respond to. Brick number 4. Personalization that actually works. Everyone says, "I admire your work," and nobody believes it. Well, you should focus on personalization. You must refer a moment, not an achievement. For example, I noticed in your podcast you mentioned struggling to find designers who understand conversion. That's exactly problem I've solved in my recent work. Now, this personalization does 3 kind of things for you. Firstly, it shows that you did your homework. Secondly, it taps into an existing pain. And thirdly, it makes the recipient feel understood. And we all know that people reply to those who understand them and their requirements correctly. Brick number 5. Follow up the right way. The follow-up is where most candidates disappear, but professionals don't vanish. They persist. Now, here's the perfect follow-up line. "Hi, touching base again. Wanted to check if you had a chance to see my previous email." Or, "Hi, circling back here. No rush. Just wanted to make sure my messages reached you." Now, sending a follow-up genuinely delivers no guilt, no pressure. Ultimately, it just provides value. But you must wait for 4 to 6 days before sending a follow-up. The biggest mistake. Now, it's time where I'm going to cover the biggest mistakes in the history of cold emails. Many job seekers make the entire email just about themselves, like promoting yourself, your resume, your degrees, your goals, and your passion. Bro, no one cares. Your resume is enough to deliver your value. In your job cold email, you must talk more about them and personalize your email accordingly by just pitching yourself softly. It should look subtle, not forced. Now here is a cold email template that you can directly copy and edit. Subject: quick question about specific team or project. "Hi, I came across your post, project, team update about specific details. It immediately stood out because I've spent the last duration helping companies solve related problem. Would you mind if I share one idea I think I could help your team with? Pain point. If I'm reaching out to the wrong person, could you point me to who owns this area? Thank you so much. Name, LinkedIn, optional portfolio link." Now that's your template. If you want specific cold email templates for a job, such as applying for a role at an IT company or an agency or any X-industry, I can help you with the right templates. Just drop a hi in the comments and I will get back to you with the templates. So that's it for today. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.